Welcome back to Crypto Novus News, where we bring you top news stories of the day in the world of crypto. Today is Thursday, May 13th, 2021. And of course, Bitcoin is in the news because it dropped significantly yesterday. It was up as high as 59, almost 60,000, and then it started to take a plunge on the 10th. And then yesterday, uh, it dropped all the way down to about $45,000, which we haven't seen since it took the big dip back at the end of February. Right now, it's holding it at around $50,000. So let's take a look and see exactly what has happened in Bitcoin in the last 24, 48 hours. Want to give a shout out to Faith Finance. I'm the executive director of Faith Finance, where our motto is live faithfully today, live abundantly tomorrow. We help people manage their personal finances using biblical principles, and it can be found at faithfinance.org. So, on the block, there's a couple articles I want to take a look at. So, BTC drops below 50,000 as 2 billion in crypto longs positions liquidated. I think that's the heart of the issue. There's one other item as well, but I think the real issue here is the long positions and the liquidation, and this is not the first time this has happened. So as we go through it and we read the article, it says the price of Bitcoin dropped 50,000 again, while 2 billion worth of crypto future longs have been liquidated over the past hour. Data shows that the price started to plunge around 10 o'clock UTC time on Wednesday and dropped as low as 46,000 on Coinbase Pro. I kind of saw this dropping yesterday and wanted to give it some time. That's why I'm recording it today. Meanwhile, data on Bit shows that around 2 billion in crypto future longs has been liquidated in the past hour, with 1.1 billion in BTC alone. And that really, I think, sums it up in terms of what's really happened right now. Indeed, the broader crypto market also seen significant drops in the past 24 hours, according to CoinDeco. The top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap are still falling, with 5 to 17% in drops, with Dogecoin leading. The other meme coins, of course, have dropped. This is the other aspect of the dynamics, and that is the market price reaction also came shortly after Elon Musk tweeted that Tesla will stop taking Bitcoin for electric car payments due to the environmental concerns. Musk tweeted at around 10:06 UTC Wednesday that Tesla is concerned about the rapidly increasing fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining, especially coal. So it's really interesting how a simple tweet from someone of a lot of influence can adjust price. I think these two things probably happen together. That I realize that that's a little bit of a conspiracy theorist point of view, but let's be honest. On the long, for those that would have had to have paid out those longs, this is music to their ears. And again, this is not the first time this has happened. This happened again back in April when there was a plunge in April. 7.6 billion in crypto long positions liquidated again in 1 hour as Bitcoin plunges to 52,000. So this happened. This article was written back in April 17th, and this happened on that Sunday. So Bitcoin price began downward. Uh, Bitcoin's price began to trend downwards early Saturday, but the steep plunge began around 3 o'clock UTC on that Sunday. Bitcoin dropped more than 10% over the past hour from 58 to 52, which 4.3 billion in long positions were liquidated. So, again, this is, I think, the real reason why the price is going down, which what does that say? That speaks to price manipulation. It says overall, at that time in April, overall 9.2 billion in crypto long positions were liquidated in 24-hour period of time. Interesting. So let's kind of put this all in context. While this is happening, Bitcoin adoption keeps growing during the alt season, blockchain data shows. So here we have coin metrics where we're basically showing that addresses between 0.01 and 1 BTC from January of this year have continued to steadily increase, or there's an incline in the curve. And there was a spike here just most recently. So let's kind of dig a little deeper into this article from CoinDesk. Bitcoin adoption continues to grow even as the largest cryptocurrency loses market share to several altcoins, according to report Tuesday from research on Coin Matrix. That's a strong statement. And the day later, all of a sudden, there's this big drop in price. I mean, do you think they're not related? Bitcoin dominance, the ratio of cryptocurrency's value to the overall market cap of digital assets is at its lowest since April of 2018. And that is definitely big news. The decline in dominance ratio suggests that traders are rotating to altcoins such as ETH, which is up about 20% over the past week, versus a loss of 3% in BTC over the same period of time. So I think this is important. I went ahead and took a look at Coin Matrix, and they have a nice little weekly update as to what has happened in this quarter, and it definitely is worth your read. And I might even do a video on it later on. But here's just kind of the highlights. You know, the number of addresses holding small amounts of BTC from 0.1 to 1 has grown to 710,000 since the start of the year. To put that in context, for the entire year of 2020, that increase was only 610,000. So 100,000 more in a quarter of the time. Additionally, the value of the dollar value of total units on Bitcoin blockchain transferred a given day surged in April to an all-time high, indicating greater network activity. Despite relatively muted price action, the Bitcoin ecosystem has continued to expand in the background. So this is, as well as, while price is dipping as much as it is, there still is a lot of activity towards Bitcoin in the network itself and the amount of people that are accumulating. So I hope this kind of gives you a little bit of context as to what has happened in the last couple of days. Again, my whole position is when these things happen, I don't lose faith. I still stay the course. In fact, my recommendation is, if you can, buy the dip. That is all for today. This is Crypto Novus News. I'm Chris Brown. I will see you guys in the next video.